Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to San Jose City College for the home and WCAL opener for Bellarmine College Prep. Varsity football action tonight against St Ignatius in a battle of 1 and 2 teams that are both ranked in the Bay Area News Group Top 25. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Kevin Dana, Bellarmine class of 05, alongside Matthew Supp, Bellarmine class of 2024, current junior on the campus of BCP. And it was an interesting non-league slate for the Bells. A couple of close, tough losses. They really bounced back nicely in their win over San Leandro, 25-6. And finally, we're here. It's WCAL time.
Yeah, the Bells were able to carry in that momentum from the win against San Leandro into the bye week, and then they had a good bye week. Were able to practice and get some time off the field, spend some time off the field, and they're back here tonight against another 1 and 2 team for their first home opener, first game of the season. And yeah, it should be a great game.
It'll be good. I had a chance to talk with the third-year head coach now, Jalal Beachman, Bellarmine class of 06, before the game earlier this week. And he said, we were pretty banged up going into the bye week, still banged up, but they do get Philip Miller back. He's in the starting lineup. That will be big. And going back to the last game, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the running of Ben Pfaff, right? 305 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, more than 10 yards per carry.
Yeah, Ben has been crazy this season. He's been the X factor for the Bells, averaging 142.3 yards per game.
Yeah, that's pretty
in
good.
Just 3 games played. So he's their main offense. He's the focus of this offense. They want to run the ball. They're pretty neutral with their about 56% pass and 44% run. So we'll see how that plays out tonight against SI.
Yeah, SI, a team that is 1 and 2. They played their first game under the lights at their stadium, at J.B. Murphy Stadium. They had just gotten the lights put in. Their AD, John Mulcairn, saying it had been about an 18-year dream and a 7.5-year process. And they debuted in style, defeating the Vikings of Palo Alto 41-6. Then they lost a tough one to Jesuit of Sacramento, 17-7, or the Sacramento area. And then lost at St. Mary Stockton 49-20. A game in which could have been a little closer than that. They moved the football pretty well at times, had some big plays in that one. And this is a pivotal game, Matthew, not only because it's a WCAL opener, but these teams are so close to each other. Bellarmine picked to finish 3rd in the league. SI picked to finish 4th. Of course, you got Sarah and St. Francis. And then this is kind of for the top of the midfield, if you will, and some CCS playoff positioning.
Right. When you're talking about the closeness, we see that St. Ignatius' football program is actually ranked number 15 in CCS this year, and Bellarmine ranks just below them, 2 spots actually ahead of them at number 13 in the CCS. So 2 great teams, both coming off of 1 and 2 starts to the season in this WCAL opener, and we'll see who can pull out the victory tonight.
Yeah, those are the CCS rankings. The Bay Area News Group Top 25 has Bellarmine at number 8 and SI at number 22, dominated at the top by Sarah in that big win at De La Salle a couple of weeks ago. And so Sarah just off to a smashing start this year at 3-0, as are the Archbishop Mitty Monarchs. They're up to number 16 in the polls at 3-0. All the action around the WCL is taking place tonight. Sarah at St. Francis, a huge matchup. Mitty at Sacred Heart Cathedral, and Reardon is at Valley Christian. All right, Matthew, we're just about ready for kickoff. What are going to be some keys for the Bells to take this one tonight?
Keys on offense are going to be running the ball. They want to be efficient, and they want to, not make too many mental mistakes. The past few games on the road, there's been crucial drops, missed tackles, and both on offense and defense, they want to eliminate those mistakes, learn from those mistakes from the past few games, and just improve upon them this game. So eliminating those small mistakes such as those drops on 1st down, 3rd downs, and being able to really secure the ball, as that was a problem against McClymonds in week 2.
That was a tough OT loss, 24-21, a key fumble at the end. Speaking of fumbles, that's been one thing that has really peeved Jalal Beachman this year, turnovers. They have come in droves. He said, I've lost count at this point, 3 weeks into the season. So taking better care of the football was paramount for Jalal. We're just about ready for kickoff. So it'll be John Rainey booting it away. Jalal saying he's comfortable out to about 50 yards. putting him out there to attempt a field goal. So has a nice boot. Got Gus Parker back deep for SI along with number 23, Luke Shirley. Those are the two back deep for the Wildcats. Parker, very good player, all WCAL selection. He is a senior. And Shirley, 6'1", 175-pound senior as well. Here we go. Rainey boots it away. It's a nice high boot, and this will not be returned into the end zone for a touchback, and that's how the WCAL season begins.
Yeah, it's going to be important on defense to make sure that they're not giving up those extra yards and that they're playing safe at first. They want to force some early 3-and-outs to bring the energy and let the offense do the work.
So it's a base 3-4 for Bellarmine. On the defensive line, Charlie Noel Diaz, and Javon Reels. The linebackers, Jacob Tatum, Benjamin Coulter, Brendan Brock, Jake Hansen. And the secondary, the cornerbacks, Christian Farias and Sean McGuire. And the safeties, Nate Escalada and Billy Ladd. That's how it's going to line up for the Bells. The starting quarterback, Mac McAndrews. They run a 2 QB system, spread concepts for this Wildcats team. They got Cameron Jones in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Jones, and he takes it over to the right side and gets a couple before he is spilled. That's Ladd coming up from the secondary to be the first guy there.
Yeah, that's a great start for the Bells. Their interior line, pushing the offensive line for SI, and only limiting, the running back to a few yards.
Yeah, they give him 4 on the play. It brings up 2nd down and 6. A little more than 20 seconds gone by after our first play from scrimmage. Shotgun formation. They'll see a lot of that from SI. 11 personnel, 1 back, 1 tight end, and 3 wide receivers. Taken over to the right side and not much doing again. Bellarmine defense all over it. Great play there by that Bell defense, getting a good stop inside. Benjamin Coulter and Diaz on the stop.
Another great stop by the Bells, limiting their offense to only 1 or 2 yards on that play. Javon Reels, the main disruptor on that play.
Yeah, Reels came into this game with 8 tackles for loss, and they're going to say no gain, so 3rd and 6. McAndrews back to pass. He's mobile as well. Finds his man, and that was nicely done. Caught by Jones, tackled by Coulter, and that'll move the chains. They get that up to the 33 for a 9-yard completion. So McAndrews 1 for 1. And like I said, McAndrews can take off. Soren Hummel's the other quarterback who will get time. Pistol formation here. Hansen showing blitz.
Yeah, Bells look like they want to show pressure right here.
Backs off. And I believe SI and head coach John Regalia is going to call timeout. That'll be what they do. So the Bells did force a 3rd and intermediate, couldn't get the stop, and we'll see what they can do kind of on this set of downs here. And we got 10:03 to go here in the first quarter as the clock stops at San Jose City College. The band out in full effect. Good student presence here as well. And looks like a renovated San Jose City College. The track is renovated. I believe the stands on the visiting side have been expanded as well.
The track, they expanded the field. I think they also redid some of the scoreboard, turned it purple. The track looks really cool this year.
It does.
They put that purple and
kind of the purple to gray.
Purple gray, yeah.
Kind of deal. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 33. It's McAndrews. Drops back to pass, looking deep down the far side of the field and overshoots his man. That'll fall incomplete. Good coverage on the play provided by Ladd, and McGuire was also there.
Yeah, that was good coverage. And, they wanted to take a deep shot early in the downs, and they took one right there by McAndrews and overthrew it a little bit.
That was intended for Mo Barnum. That brings up 2nd down and 10. 4 wide receivers this time. Man in motion. They're going to toss it to him. Flag is down on the play. He makes one man miss. Coulter can't get him either. Finally tripped up around the 41, but this might not stay as St. Jem was, I think that technically would have been a run. It was a toss backwards to St. Jem. But
yeah, they tried to get a few yards right there on that in motion little quick throw. Get McAndrews in a rhythm.
Yeah, that's an illegal shift, so that'll move the Wildcats back 5 yards. Brings up 2nd and 15, so would have been an 8-yard gain. Would have been about 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, somewhere around there. Instead of 2nd and 15, big penalty. Make a sub. J.J. Casey off. On for him is.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Well, they have a number 19 who is not listed on the Max Preps roster, so we'll try to effort you some information there. McAndrews is going to throw to 19, and he makes the catch. Is that McEwen? Yes, it is. So that is either there are a couple of them on the team. That's either Con McEwen or Jimmy.
I think it's Sean.
It's Sean McEwen. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. You have a more updated roster than me. That wasn't on the roster yesterday.
Senior.
So Sean McEwen, the senior, makes a catch that brings it up to the 38. It's an 8-yard gain.
Just a nice quick out for McKeon.
It'll be 3rd and 6. Screen toss out to the far side and met immediately. Well done, Coulter hitting him right on the spot. Gus Parker stopped in his tracks for a loss of about 3.
That was a great play by Coulter. He read the screen. He wasn't fooled by it. And right away, even pre-snap, he knew that that screen was coming. He anticipated it. He was able to force St. Ignatius to a punt right here.
So that'll be 4th down and 9, and punting this one away will be Cooper Lucy. The fair caught by Miller. He gets hit, and that'll be a penalty. Well, Dash Crispin almost was able to hold up, but not quite. That'll be interference. And Miller had called for the fair catch, and let's see.
It'll be interesting to see what the Bells do here to open this game here on offense.
So their defense does get the stop. That's one thing that Jalal Beachman has been very happy about through 3 weeks. The defensive effort after giving up the 48 points to Menlo Atherton really stepped it up. Only 30 points the last 2 weeks combined. So we'll start with it 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 48 with Parker Threet at quarterback, number 3. He gets the start, and he'll keep it on the option, and he is wrestled immediately by Mulcairns. Nicely played by number 66, Colin Mulcairns, and that will be a 1-yard gain for Threet. We'll run through the Bellarmine offense for you when we get a chance after this play. Did have a late scratch. John Pirro not able to go. Joe Fuqua taking his place at tight end. Phillip Miller, the man in motion. This is his first game this year. Threet flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run, and Threet's going to get a good gain to about the 40 before he is forced out of play
Yeah, that just shows the versatility of Parker, at quarterback. Dual threat quarterback, able to run the ball, pass the ball, able to keep the play alive, kind of like Kyler Murray. Scramble outside of the pocket, find a man downfield, rush for some extra yards. Ends up almost picking up the first down right there.
They got about a 3rd and 3 from the 41. They need the 38. Now the pistol set again. Threet with Pfaff behind him. Miller in motion to the near side. Got 7:07 to go, first quarter. Threet, back to pass.
Oh,
over the middle. Threw it to Lakaraju, but he couldn't make the catch. Colin Lakaraju's had a really nice start to the year. That'll bring up 4th and 3. And it doesn't look like the punting unit's coming on. I think they're going to keep the offense out there. So, big spot here early on.
Yeah, this is probably something that the analytics guys are seeing from up top in the booth, and the probability of getting a first down here.
Yeah, 4th and 3 in plus territory.
In their favor.
Good call. Play action, 3. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw on the run, and it's caught by Philip Miller on the sideline inside the 25. How about that play by Parker 3 to extend the play, and Miller with his first catch of the year.
That just shows the extreme versatility, and you're going to see it all throughout tonight, is Parker's ability to keep the play alive. He was running towards the sideline, and he was able to get rid of that ball, get the first down. Great play call.
1st and 10 from the 24. They hand it off to Pfaff for the first time. Makes one man miss, getting past Mulcairns, and then is stood up by about 3 Wildcats, and finally is sent back eventually there on the play by number 40, Patrick Brusso, the junior linebacker, standing 6 feet, weighing 185.
Yeah, we already mentioned how good Ben Pfaff is as a running back, but just his ability to fight for extra yards after contact is what really makes him special.
Just missed out on a 1,000-yard season last year, rushing for 970. Up to 427 coming into this game. Pfaff picking his way up inside the 20 and down to about the 16. Getting tripped up on that play. About a couple yards shy of the first down marker. That's a play by Sui Gallegos Hunk in the middle linebacker. A sophomore had a fumble recovery against Palo Alto.
See what the Bells do here. Short down distance.
3rd and 3. They gave him 3. Pfaff again, picking his way forward. Rumbles inside the 15 for a first down. That should be enough to move the chains. He was stopped by Franco, and they do indeed call to move the chains. First down, Bellarmine.
Once again, you see Pfaff fighting for extra yards after the contact. Pushing forward, gets the ball past the chains, gets the first down for Bellarmine.
Spotted at the 13. He's got 3 carries for 11 yards. Good drive to start off the WCAL season for the Bells. It's Threet out of the pistol. He's back to pass this time. Looking over the middle. Has his man in the end zone, and it's caught by Lakaraju for a Bellarmine touchdown.
Yeah, Lakaraju's been their favorite wide receiver, especially for Parker at quarterback. He's really been able to produce big numbers, that duo.
A touchdown pass to Colin Lakaraju for Parker Threet. It's his 2nd touchdown toss of the season, and Lakaraju has his 3rd touchdown reception of 2022, his 11th catch on the season. 6-0 Bellarmine with the extra point up and in to make it 7-0 on the extra point. Connor Tripp, the 5'9 junior, and a great start to this one for the Bells.
This is exactly what Bellarmine wanted to do coming off the bye week, coming off of, a rest week where all they did was practice. They wanted to come out strong and show St Ignatius some fight. Bringing the energy early on. Up 7-0.
So again, 13-yard pass from Threet to Lakaraju. And really the key play, besides that one, the 4th and 3 conversion there. Parker Threet looked like he was going to get sacked for a loss of 9 or 10. extends the play. Like you mentioned, he has kind of Kyler Murray-esque intangibles, and we saw him on that play right there. No, we are not calling him Kyler Murray. Don't worry. We're not going to put that on a high school quarterback. But does have a nice ability to extend the play. Parker and Shirley back deep again for the Wildcats as Rainey will get set to send this one off. Tripp kicking that extra point. It had traditionally been Rainey.
Yeah. I think Rainey was holding there too.
Yeah, Rainey was 9 for 11 on PATs this year and has converted his only field goal attempt at 25 yards. All right, so here we go. 5:05 to go first quarter. And Rainey, screaming line driver, has fumbled. That's St. Jem, actually, not Shirley. St. Jem on the return and gets his way to about the 20 before he is spilled on the play. And that's Cantlin, who is enthused after making the stop. Braden Cantlin, the third-string quarterback. Well, let's run through the SI offense for you. We mentioned Mac McAndrews, the quarterback. From left to right tackle, it's James Lucy, Santino Franco, Nico Baria, Zach Quilici, and John Mills. Tight end, Con McEwen, and we've seen Sean McEwen as well. Cameron Jones at running back, Pierce St. Jem, Mo Barnum, Gus Parker, some of the top wide receiver targets for the Wildcats. So it's McAndrews on the handoff to Jones, and Jones is going nowhere fast.
Once again, it's going to be a battle of the trenches between St. Ignatius' offensive line and Bellarmine's D-line. And D-line won the battle again there.
Tatum on the stop after a gain of 1 for Jones. 3 carries for 5 yards for Cameron Jones. As a Santa Cruz Warriors broadcaster, would be remiss if I didn't mention that no relation to the Cameron Jones who played for the Santa Cruz Warriors, the all-time leading scorer in franchise history. Play action, McAndrews looking deep down the far side, has his man, and threw it about 2 yards too long for Gus Parker. Just had his step on McGuire. Ladd coming over from to provide some safety help. But that was there that time, just a little too much mustard on that toss.
Once again, St. Ignatius targeting Sean McGuire from Bellarmine. 2 deep balls already that way, and unfortunately for them, just a bit overthrown.
Yeah. I thought McGuire on the first one was step for step.
Yeah.
That one a step or so behind, but it is 3rd and 9 now for the Wildcats. What promises to be a tight battle all night long, but a good start here for the Bells. St. Ignatius in the spring season shared the WCAL title. It's McAndrews, flushed out of the pocket and tripped up and sacked by number 24, Tatum again, making the big play.
McAndrews was feeling the pressure in the pocket, decided to run and got tripped up by Tatum. Great stop there by the defense.
So Jacob Tatum with 2 big tackles. Of course, the sack there on 3rd down, and also stopped Jones for a gain of 1. 4th and 13, and Lucy's going to have to boot it away. And Miller standing at about the 43. This punt coming from the 17-yard line. A nice high boot this time for Lucy. Return from the 49 for Miller into plus territory and gets tackled at about the 44 by J.J. Casey. So give him 7 on the return. And again, great field position, Matthew, for the Bells.
Yeah, that punt and actually the last play by Tatum set up a punt further back for SI. Puts Bellarmine in great starting field position.
Well, if you can jump up 2 touchdowns on SI early, that would be huge. Of course, we got a long way to go. Nothing's promised, but it would be a great start to get off. Empty set here for 3. But a great first drive. Great screen toss out to the far side. Has Pfaff, makes one man miss and nearly gets the first down. Hardigan in on the stop. Alex Hardigan had some help from Tuto, Junior Tuto, and that is going to be about 9.7 yards. Very close to a first down.
Yeah, Pfaff, not too many receptions on offense out of the backfield, but key one right there.
Off with his first grab of this game. Gonna be another screen toss out to Fuqua. Gets a nice block from Lakaraju and picks up the first down.
Nice quick pass. Got Bellarmine's offense in a rhythm.
Second grab for Collins. They move it up to the 32, gain of 3. So Parker 4 for his first 4 for 42 yards. Can't get better than that. Pistol formation this time. And I believe it's going to be a false start. Someone on that offensive line moving. And so that'll move him back 5 yards. 1st and 15. First penalty on Bellarmine. 2 penalties for 20 yards against St Ignatius.
Showing discipline in this game. And last game there were flags flying almost every single play.
That was a 25-6 win over San Leandro 2 weekends ago. 1st and 15 from the 37. 3 over the middle as his man. That's Fuqua, another nice grab, who's in for the injured John Pirro. And they get that penalty yardage back and then some. So a 6-yard gain for Fuqua.
Got your good tight end build with Fuqua coming in as a second string tight end junior this year.
So yeah, that's Fuqua's second reception. Instead, Lakaraju had the one prior. He had the block for Fuqua. So 2nd and 9. And this is Lakaraju. Oh, big hit by Parker. I think that was a backwards pass. So I'm going to put that down as a run for Lakaraju.
Yeah, Lakaraju can, run all different sorts of routes, screens, slants, up the seam. And Bellarmine likes to use his speed. Tried to get him on a screen right there.
So it's 3rd and 6 from the 28. Big play coming up here for the Bells. Ooh, low snap. Threet does well with it. Throws near side. Has Fuqua for the first down and then some. Gets tripped up inside the 10. As Crispin had the tackle with help from Tuto.
Wow.
But Fuqua, how about this? His 3rd catch of the drive.
Fuqua's 3rd catch of the drive, and we're only in the first quarter. So great connection between Parker and Fuqua so far.
He is yet to... Well, there's been one incomplete pass, I should say, for 3. 6 of 7. This is Pfaff after the 20-yard reception. Pfaff takes this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's stopped by a gaggle of Wildcats. So Pfaff 4 carries for 15 yards. 3. These are all unofficial. I'm keeping them myself. 6 of 7, 68 yards. The official stats will be on Max Preps after this one goes final. We got a minute to go. We had a penalty on the play. And it's a face mask penalty against SI. And so that'll move it half the distance to the goal. Still 2nd down. So basically a 2-yard penalty. Their 3rd penalty already. John Regali in his 12th year as head coach. And certainly be a talking point come the quarter break. As we are south of 60 seconds and we got a 2nd and goal from the 2. Bell's looking to go up 2 scores right here. Noller in at tight end. He's in motion alongside Fuqua. It's Pfaff. Pfaff scurries into the end zone for another Bellarmine touchdown. 13-0 BCP.
Wow. That's Pfaff's 6th touchdown in just his 4th game of the season. And he continues to dominate on offense.
Yeah, he has been special this year. Mentioned that's his 6th touchdown on the ground, has 3 receiving touchdowns. Last year he had 19 touchdowns total, 3 receiving, 16 rushing. So the extra point is good for Tripp. Make him 2 for 2, and it's 14-0 Bells with 40 seconds to go. Well, if you're Jalal Beachman, Matthew, this is about as good as it could have gone through the first 11 minutes and 20 seconds.
About as good as it, yeah. I mean, like, playing a great game so far. Offense came out, defense came out. Couldn't have started the game, better.
See if they can keep up that intensity. This is an SI team that's very capable of getting back into things. McAndrew's a very dynamic quarterback.
Like John Rainey's on kicking duties, and
Yeah,
Tripp is extra point.
Yeah, that has been the case here in the first quarter. Already the 3rd kickoff for Bellarmine, and they will have the ball to start the second half as well. I mean, that's down the line a little bit, but you're up 2 scores in the first quarter, and you know you're going to get the ball first in the second half. It's a good spot to be.
Yeah, that's key. Bellarmine was able to win the coin toss, and they deferred, meaning that they received the ball in the second half.
Is that what you would do if you were to win the coin?
I would do that.
You
I would do that.
Want
I like
second half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get your defense out there, and even if your defense gives up a touchdown on the first drive, you're still coming out the second half.
Yeah. I agree. All right, so St. Jem and Parker back as Rainey gets a nice leg under this one, and that'll go through the back of the end zone. And it is 14-0 Bellarmine with the 3rd drive of the game coming up for the Wildcats.
It'll be interesting to see if the Wildcats can get some offense going. They haven't really been able to settle into a rhythm yet. McAndrews has been pressured.
They've had 1 first down through their first 2 drives, picked up a 3rd and 6 on their first drive, and on 3rd and 9 last time, McAndrews sacked by number 24, Jacob Tatum.
See what Bellarmine wants to do here on defense.
Tatum is showing blitz. No, he'll drop back into coverage. McAndrews hit as he throws it, just does get it out to J.J. Casey, who is wrestled out of play by McGuire. Good pressure there by the Bells. Nearly got home.
Yeah, the D-line's going to be able to pressure, McAndrews all night. They'll take that.
7-yard gain out to Casey. .33 seconds to go. McEwen in motion, Sean McEwen. It'll be a handoff to Cameron Jones, who surges up the middle close to the first down marker. I think he might be a half-yard short. Yeah, it's going to be about a foot shy. So 3rd and inches. See if they. Looks like
they might want to run a play.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get this off. Yep, and it's just going to be McAndrews who is able to
quarterback
plow forward. Yep. Saw the Browns do that with Jacoby Brissett a lot last night.
Yeah.
Worked out just fine for Cleveland. Works out just fine for McAndrews there. Picks up 3, and they'll move the chains. And that will do it for the first quarter. So 12 minutes in the book. So far, so good for the Bells. Leading SI 14-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Bellarmine football on the Bellarmine Sports YouTube page. All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. It is 1st and 10 from the 31 for SI. Just got their second first down of the game. McAndrews going to tuck it and run, and you can see some of the dynamism there. Brandon Brock able to make the ankle tackle. Got some help on the play from Nate Escalada, but not before a gain of 6.
Yeah, similar play to what Bellarmine ran on offense a little earlier with the read option to the outside.
2nd and 4. Jones in the backfield in the pistol set. McEwen the tight end. Parker, St. Jem, and Barnum your wide receivers. As Tatum and Hanson, the linebackers, creeping up on the line of scrimmage for Bellarmine.
It's like they want to send pressure here.
McAndrews. He'll run again. Oh, spin move is nicely done. Gets stood up right near the first down marker. Ladd helps to make the tackle. Coulter there along with help from Hanson. I think this is going to be enough for a first down, though. It depends on where they spot it. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no.
They're calling him inches short. Yeah.
A 3-yard gain.
3rd inches.
Think they're going to do the same thing,
Matthew?
Matthew?
They're going to go with a sneak.
It's been their only snap under center all game.
Let's see what they do.
Not this time, out of the gun. Probably 2-down territory unless it's a real snafu. Yeah, Jones is going to be close. Real shut the door, as did Ladd. I think that is going to be enough for a first down, though.
Just barely. Inched his way forward, but Real's great job. He's like a brick wall.
Yeah.
Running into a brick wall.
He has an offer from Linfield College, so awesome that we will likely see Reals play at the next level. They do move the chains, 2nd first down of the drive. I was looking at Nate Escalada's Twitter. He's being recruited by Hawaii, I saw.
Yeah,
so
University of Hawaii. And
that's awesome. They call it the Brotherhood. As McAndrews making the first guy miss. He's got the first down into Bellarmine territory and spilled inside the 45 by Coulter. A nice run there. And that is going to be about an 18-yard gain. Make it 17. They're going to spot it at the 42.
Yeah, McAndrews reading that perfectly on the read option. Takes it himself. Picks up 18.
9:40 to go here in the first half. And the Wildcats threatening to score for the first time in this game. McAndrews looking to throw. Pressure up the middle. And there's a flag thrown. Throws deep. Beautiful ball, but it's picked off! It's intercepted by McGuire inside the 10. And it's a penalty against SI. It was holding. And there you go. McGuire, the interception. And that was Coulter with the pressure up the middle, which forced the hold, which forced the throw a little bit earlier than perhaps McAndrews wanted.
Yeah, we've been talking about that all night, that matchup with McGuire. They've been targeting him twice today. 2 balls overthrown, and this one just a little underthrown due to the pressure put on by Bellarmine's D-line. McGuire with the interception there. And a key turnover.
So that's the 2nd interception of the season for Sean McGuire. Had 3 pass defenses to go along with the 8 tackles in a TFL. And, well, he's lived up to, you've been mentioning it, Matthew. He's been targeted. He hasn't given up a big reception yet and has that interception.
Yeah, that's going to make SI rethink whether they want to keep targeting him.
Parker did get behind him on that one play, but throw was too far ahead for an incomplete pass. So 1st and 10 for the Fopp. 3, the toss. Has his man, and that is Fopp. And Fopp, the first down, breaks a couple of tackles before he gets wrestled to the turf by Parker, but not before a gain of 20 yards and a Bellarmine first down to get out of their own end zone.
It's a great play design right there, similar to the Kansas City Chiefs, what they do at the goal line with Mahomes and Kelsey. Shovel pass underneath and Fopp with a huge gain.
That's a 20-yard reception for Fopp.
Try it again, no huddle. This time stopped by SI.
That'll be a loss of 1 for Fopp. 2nd and 11 coming up Actually, they'll spot it at the 25, no gain. So 2nd and 10. Tried to go tempo there. Oh, that's thrown behind Lakaraju. That could be a fumble. I think that was a backwards pass.
One of those mistakes again, one of those key mistakes that Bellarmine has tried to eliminate from their games. Just a little deflection by Lakaraju. Couldn't fully wrap his arms around that one.
So what they're saying is it was a forward pass, but he bobbled it backwards, so incomplete. That was close.
Yeah, they're lucky on that call.
3rd and 10 from the 25.
See if we see some more Parker magic right here.
I like it, Parker magic. Pressure's coming, screen toss, that's perfectly executed. They got the first down with Pfaff and then some. Gets a nice block for Miller into plus territory. Still on his feet before he gets sent down by Parker. But that was a beautiful play design. Let the pressure come up and take the little screen toss for a big gain.
Yeah, they did what they do on, on 3rd downs. They give it to their best player, but it wasn't all Ben there. It was the offensive line. Key blocks from the wide receivers too, letting him get to the outside and just run down the field for a huge gain, setting up Bellarmine.
36-yard completion. 5 wide here for the Bells. 3. Quick screen toss to Philip Miller. Gets a nice block on the outside. Gets inside the 35. Good stuff there from Riley Perron on the edge to set it there for Bellarmine. And a good positive gain on 1st down of about 5.
You could tell SI slowly getting tired out on defense. Actually been out here quite a bit as of late.
Bells have controlled the football much of this first half to this point. 3. Pocket collapsing, flushed, throws, and nobody home. Good pressure there by the SI defensive line, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, Riley Perron, key block right there on that play, picking up the pressure, but just too much for Parker Threat.
Yeah, we've seen some good blocks from Perron. First on the edge to get Miller a 5-yard gain, then so 3 doesn't get sacked. 3rd and 5 from the 34, probably 4-down territory unless it's a big loss. Of course, the Bells aren't thinking about 4th down. They're thinking about converting this. Low snap. Screen toss to Lakaraju. Lakaraju is going to pick up 1, but St. Jem closed the door pretty quickly there. Got help on the play from a couple of different teammates, Nick Mann and Gallegos Hankins. Lakaraju gets 1. It's 4th and 4.
And you're right, Bellarmine's going to stay on the field. It is 4-down territory, and looks like they are going to go for it here.
Yeah, I mean, 4th and 4 from the 33. I know he said, Jalal said, comfortable with reining out to 50. Maybe not in this situation. Your offense has been playing so well at this point. 3. Looking near side. Parker 3. It's going to take off. Needs to make one man miss, and he does. He has the first down. Parker 3. Some of that Parker magic you were talking about, Matthew.
Parker magic right there on 4th down. First read wasn't there, second read wasn't there, and then he realized, the pocket's collapsing, got to get out. Just run 4 yards and get that first down. He was able to pick up the first down right there.
Needed 4, he got 4.
That's key for Bellarmine, his rushing ability.
1st and 10 for the 29 as we are just about midway through the 2nd quarter. 6:30 to go. Nice sustained drive. It started at the BCP 5-yard line. They're looking to go 95 yards here on this drive with Pfaff forging forward to about the 27. It'll be a gain of 2 for Ben Pfaff.
That's the key here for Bellarmine. They're just trying to wear down the Wildcats defense.
Yep.
Play after play. This has been a long drive. The Wildcats have been out on defense for quite a while, and just trying to wear out the defense here.
2nd and 8 from the 27. Got 5:50 to go. Clock running here. Pfaff, the deep back in the pistol. Philip Miller, the wide out far side. Pimentel out near side. They throw it to Fuqua, who makes the catch. He bobbled it and hauled it in. Fuqua, what a game he's had in place of John Pirro.
That was a great catch by Fuqua, the tight end. Just a simple play action. Get Fuqua coming across the field, and he just finds the hole in the defense. Parker threads the needle to Fuqua, who makes a great catch.
1st and goal from the 7. That's the 4th grab for Fuqua, who's up to 49 yards receiving. In the backfield this time, it's a handoff to Pfaff. Pfaff gets spilled inside the 5. It took about 3 Wildcats to bring him down. They're going to give him the 4, a gain of 3 for Pfaff. Hasn't had big gainers, but he's been effective. He does have a touchdown run, 8 carries unofficially for 21 yards for Pfaff. But he's been very effective in the pass game, 3 receptions for 65 yards.
2nd and 5 here. Be interesting to see what Bellarmine does. 2 wide receivers. The outside.
See if they use him. It'll be a give to Ben again. Trying to go to the outside. Cuts it back up the middle. Has a seam. And he's in the end zone for another Bellarmine touchdown. 2nd TD of the game for Pfaff. And it's 20-0 BCP.
Feed the beast. That is what Bellarmine's game plan was coming into this game, you know. Mix up some pass, run. And they've done a nice job of that tonight.
You mentioned, what was it, 56% pass, 44% run coming in? Well, so far today, a little more pass heavy. Well, actually, no, just by 1. I wasn't counting my runs correctly. 14 passes, 13 runs, another good extra point for Tripp. So, yeah, the balance has been very good.
Very balanced offense tonight. I think game script also has to do with that. If they're behind, they're going to be passing a little bit more. If they're ahead and you know, running the ball a little bit more.
Well, of course, you work with this team. You help set up the film, Matthew. What's kind of been the vibe you're getting from this group as they get ready for WCL play?
You know, they're a great football team. They got a lot of potential. And if they eliminate some of those mistakes they made earlier in the season, I think, you know, I see them winning it all. Tight bond on defense, tight bond on offense.
It's been a great start to this WCL season. Long way to go in this one, 21-0. But this is how you draw it up. They've had 3 drives and 3 touchdowns. That was a 95-yard drive.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this is the point where you know, the Wildcats got to start really making each play count. Each play counts here. Down 21-0. I know we're still in the 2nd quarter, but you got to get some offense going. A field goal, at least a big play. You got to get some momentum on your side. Kind of shift the momentum here if you're SI.
Parker St. Jem back deep. Here's the boot. It'll be a touchback. Rainey nearly got that all the way out of the end zone on the fly. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for SI. They moved it a little bit better last time, but then the interception on the deep throw, McGuire making a heck of a play on the ball.
Yeah, they're able to move the ball a little better until they threw the interception there by McAndrews. But it'll be interesting to see. They haven't gotten much from their run game. Pass game has been decent, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here on 1st down.
Andrews empty set. Goes out to the near side for St. Jem and nowhere to go. McGuire in there alongside Escalada to slam that door shut.
Looks like it was a quick 5-yard out, and McAndrews kind of underthrew the ball a little bit, made the player come back.
First reception for St. Jem goes for 2. So under 4 minutes to play, 1st half now. 2nd down 8 for the Wildcats. Casey back in there. J.J. Casey, the tight end. Cameron Jones in the backfield, the running back. Ganders will keep it himself, looking to gain the edge, but Coulter's not going to let him have it. Coulter and Brock combined for the stop, and it's going to be 3rd and long. It's a loss of 1.
Trying to switch up the offense right there with a read option or maybe a play action. Nothing panned out there, so McAndrews decided to keep and run.
Unofficially 6 carries, 24 yards for the SI quarterback. They've traditionally used, like we said, a 2-quarterback system. It's kind of been more McAndrews heavy this year, and at least when games are kind of up in the air. 3rd and 9. Wildcats don't want to give it back too quickly. Don't want a 3 and out. Screen toss, and wow, Jake Hansen is all over it.
Yeah, Jake Hansen read that play perfectly. They tried to move the running back left and right in motion, and McAndrews' first read wasn't there, so he goes to the running back, tries to pick up some yards, just wasn't able to get anything.
That was Jung, the running back, and he lost 6 on the play.
And that'll be another 3 and out for the Wildcats.
The second 3 and out. One drive they had a first down, another one they had a few. 2:10 to go, and Lucy's going to have to punt it away. Little Miller standing at his own 48. This boot coming from the 15. Gets off a nice high spiraling kick. Fair caught at the 46 by Miller. That's a 39-yard punt, no return. But the Bells have 3 timeouts, 1:54 to go. And they got a chance to score before halftime and then get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, that's the worst-case scenario if you're on the Wildcat side of it.
This is where you gotta bow your back a little bit if you're the Wildcats.
You got to buckle down on defense here. Can't give up easy plays. Can't give up the big plays. You got 154. You want to keep everything in front of you. Play a little safer with your defense. And the Bells start off with great field position again, 45-yard line.
1st and 10 near midfield again for the Bells. Pimentel out to the near side. Wide receiver, Threet. He's going to take off and run. He's got the first down and then some as he skips out of bounds at the 40, evading Dash Crispin. That'll be a gain of 14 yards.
Some more Parker magic.
There it is, Threet.
Escaping the pocket. And
he's got 25 yards on the ground, 150 yards through the air unofficially. 1st and 10 from the 40 with 1:47 to go. Threet. Tucking it again. And doesn't get much there as he is wrestled down by John Mills. A gain of 1. They're back on the ball. Actually, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Threet. Back to pass. Throws near side. Has his man, Pimentel. Will step out at about the 33.
That'll stop the clock.
Yeah. So they haven't had to use a timeout yet. 5-yard gain. Wilson gets his first catch of the game as well. 1:23 to go. 3rd and 3 from the 33. Threet. And that one took a deflection. So credit the defensive line of SI there, because he had Lakaraju open, but one of those big boys up front got a paw on it, and it's 4th and 3.
Looks like Bellarmine staying on the field. They want to go for it again.
I'm not even sure this is a decision with the way your offense has been clicking.
Are they 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 tonight on 4th downs?
I think 2 for 2. They're looking to go 3 for 3.
Keep it at 100% success rate.
There you go. 1:20 to go. Big 4th down for both teams. Threet, the toss to Ben Pfaff, and he somehow squirms out of that tackle. He was dead to rights. And it looked like Quilici had him in his grasp, but instead they're going to get 5 yards out of that. And a timeout taken by Jalal Beachman.
Just that quick underneath pass on the shovel, and Pfaff able to push himself forward for more yards.
And Ben with his 4th grab for 70 yards. The first time out with 1:15 to go here in the first half. Got Noah Smith leading the halftime show coming up. Class of 2024. Junior, looks like he's got a couple of guys with him to talk shop. Should be fun to hear from them on the halftime show. So glad to add a halftime show this year. We've just kind of been taking breaks the last 5-6 years or so at halftime with dead air for 18 to 20 minutes. So really good to have Noah and his crew on. Parker 3 has attempted 16 passes. He's completed 13 for 159 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, just very, very accurate. So out of the timeout, they still got 2 remaining. 1:15 to go. 1st and 10 for the 29. That's Riley Perron in the backfield. 3 stepping up on the move. Throws a strike to Miller and gets out of bounds right near the sticks.
Key sideline pass, going to stop the clock once again. Riley Perron in there to block.
It's going to be a 9-yard gain. Philip Miller has his 3rd grab. 31 yards. Actually, they are going to move the chains. So 32 yards for Miller, correction. 1st and 10 from the 19. Lakaraju, the man in motion. They throw it out to Cullen. He makes the catch, and he's out at around the 12. St. Jem chasing him out of play after a 7-yard gain.
Another quick pass to Lakaraju. They love using him as a quick wide receiver. Gets to the edge, gets out of bounds.
Jalal saying it's just Lakaraju just knows his assignments, just does everything well, from route running to blocking, and they feature him a lot in the passing game. He's been very good. He has a touchdown reception. 3. Thought about throwing. He's going to get the first down, I think.
And he'll continue to move the chains.
They might have gotten an unfortunate spot there. I actually think they're going to mark him a yard shy. I thought he went out at the 9, but they got him out at the 10. Third and 1 from the 10, 55 seconds remaining.
See a handoff here to Pfaff.
Yep, there it is. There's the first down, and then some inside the 5. Stays on his feet and gets into the end zone. 3rd trip to pay dirt for Ben Pfaff, but a flag is down. Flag is down.
Let's see if it was holding on Bellarmine. That would negate the touchdown.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be the case. There is an injured Wildcat on the play. And the man down is Sui Gallegos Hankins, a very good linebacker for the Wildcats. Hopefully it's just a cramp. And it looks like they are stretching out that one leg. It looks like it could be a cramp. Hopefully it's nothing worse than that. Matthew, did they make the signal for the penalty yet?
They did not. I think the referees are still conferring with each other.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, our attention to turn to Gallegos Hankins. Yeah, they're. I mean, it looks like it's coming back.
It does.
Well, we haven't seen anything official yet.
No official word from the officials.
Yeah. the scoreboard has 3rd and 10 up.
This is key. If you're St. Ignatius and it's 3rd down, 4th down, you want to send all your guys. Make sure you stop Bellarmine here.
You bring in the house?
Really depends. 3rd down, 4th down. Depends on the look I get on offense, but
Doesn't look like they're showing blitz. Threet's going to toss it out to Pfaff. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. Ben Pfaff. There it is. Last time it didn't count. This time it does.
yeah, the penalty did not even matter there.
Wow.
Another option by Parker, running to the outside and then just tossing it to to Pfaff, who runs that in for the touchdown. 3rd of the day.
So Pfaff has accounted for 114 yards for scrimmage.
Wow.
And 3 touchdowns. This has been a special performance as Tripp gets tripped up there. And extra point is no good. 27-0 though, Bellarmine with 43 seconds to go in the first half.
It'll be interesting to see what SI calls here, if they want to be conservative and take it into the second half, or if they want to try and get some points on the board here. Settle for a field goal.
So, got the halftime show coming up in 43 seconds of game action. John Rainey gonna line this one up from the far hash.
Great first half for Bellarmine. Great
Yeah.
first half.
Yeah, can't go any better. 4 for 4 on their drives. And they've been time-consuming drives. That one sped up a little bit there. They got it with, a minute 54 to go or so. Did that in a minute 11. A 95-yard drive to make it 21-0. Had great field position thanks to a 15-yard penalty on their first drive on the interference call. Philip Miller calling for a fair catch. And then getting hit and then had it near midfield again. Their second touchdown drive as Rainey's going to boot that one through the end zone. That might go through the uprights. Just missed. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wildcats got 2 timeouts. I don't know. If you're SI, you just try to get this into halftime right now, or
Personally, if I was the coach, I'd want to get some points on the board, get some momentum, at least, some passes downfield. It is risky, especially if Bellarmine's playing back, because you could throw another pick. But I want to get some momentum on my side going into the half, even though we won't be starting with the ball come the second half.
McAndrews here on first down. Looks back to the John Regalia sideline, 12th year head coach. He's been on staff for 27 years. The handoff is to Cameron Jones, and he gets hit immediately by Brandon Brock. And it doesn't look like SI's.
Yeah, looks like they're going to take it to the half.
Yeah. But Jones, 6 carries, 9 yards. McAndrews, 6 carries, 24 yards. So far, 50 yards of total offense by our count. And don't trust us completely on that, but the Wildcats have been stymied for much of this first half. And one more play here with 9 seconds to go, clock running. Are they going to get this play off?
Looks like they're trying to draw them off sides.
Nope. That'll do it. Halftime, and the first 24 minutes belonged to the Bells. 27-0. Bellarmine. All Bells in this one.
Dominant first half by Bellarmine, and wow, they came out strong today.
We're going to take a timeout and hand it over to the guys for the halftime show led by Noah Smith. So we'll take a break. You're listening and watching Bellarmine football on the Bellarmine Sports YouTube page.
All right, welcome to the Hot Take Central halftime report. Not sure if any of you know what Hot Take Central is, but it's a podcast we started with Bellarmine Radio Club. It includes 5 of us. Hopefully you'll see some of them in the stands soon. This is Jude.
Hi, I'm Jude. We started Hot Take Central freshman year.
Yep.
When was it? About mid-freshman year or so.
Yep.
And we've really grown it into a podcast that we're really proud of, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. If you ever got a chance, it's on Spotify, YouTube, Hot Take Central, YouTube's Hot Take Productions. Just see us out there. You know, we feel pretty good. But now we're ready to talk some football. Bellarmine's leading 27-0, kind of a beatdown. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm a yell leader here. You can see I'm in my shirt, got the face paint on. The crowd's going wild. The boys are buzzing on the field. It's a great game so far. Parker 3 is looking great. I love the scrambling he's doing. Ben Pfaff also looking great. But I think the thing to point out here, Noah, is the defense.
Lockdown.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal
lockdown defense.
I mean, this SI team destroyed Palo Alto last week.
Yep.
In just a full beatdown, 49-7, I believe.
We got Sean McGuire with that interception on the goal line.
Yep.
That was pretty big.
To shut them down this hard in the first half is really impressive. And I think it speaks volumes to the damage that Bellarmine could do in WCAL this year.
Yeah, especially about those disappointing but definitely competitive league start or preseason starts against MA and I'm blanking on the McClymans. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
This will be a good step in the right direction for Bellarmine.
For sure. I'm really, really proud of the way the student section has shown out today, as well as the alumni. I think having this spirit early in the season really helps the team out. When we bring the energy, they bring the energy, and it works out.
Yeah. Are we going to send it down to Eli Rose in the stands?
I believe we are.
All right. We have no idea if this is going to work. Can we send it down? All right.
See you soon.
All right. Eli, take it away.
We're here at the Bellarmine student section at San Jose City College where the bells are ringing loud. We're going to give you some fan interviews to show you what the energy's like. What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name's St Ignatius, and I'm a senior.
What do you think the game's been like so far in the first half?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's well said. Who do you think would win MVP right now if the game ended?
MVP? Probably Parker.
Parker 3. Okay, let's move on to you. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Michael Macias, senior.
Okay. Michael, what do you like the most about Bellarmine football games?
I like the energy. We get hype. It's a great environment.
You think Bellarmine's going to win the rest of their season out?
I know Bellarmine's going to win the rest of their season out.
I like to hear that. Okay, here's some yell leaders. Come right here. Robert, what is a yell leader?
A yell leader, we get the student section to go crazy!
How's the energy been today?
The energy is electric, as always, and we're eating these SI kids up! I tried to change my password to St Ignatius, but Gmail told me it was too weak!
What can we expect in the second half of this football game?
We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Look at that score, 27-0. These boys are electric. We got more coming up in the second half. Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Okay, now for outfit of the day. Who has the best outfit? Right here. Right here. Come down here. What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name's Ryan Jimenez. I'm a senior here at Bellarmine.
Where'd you get this outfit, Ryan Jimenez?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I just found it hanging, grabbed it, looked at it. It was pretty dope. Put it on, looked in the mirror, said, let's get ready to rock.
Yeah, you look ready to rock.
Oh, yeah.
Sir, can you give his outfit a rating out of 10?
10 out of 10.
We like to hear that. Okay, we're heading back up to you guys in the studio. Back to you. Wait. Here we go. This is our biggest fan right here. Jude, you pulling some birds up right here. Okay, we want to interview Matthew Ray. All right, he's going to come back down.
All right, as we figure out what the Matthew Rose interview and BCP
Crossover.
yeah, yell leader situation is, let's just talk. This is Liam right here. He's part of Hot Take Central. He joined I think sophomore year. You joined sophomore year?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You were definitely a good addition. God, we found you off waivers. All right, are they ready to talk to yell leaders? Oh no, they're still finding someone.
I just want to say, student section is absolutely electric right now.
It is bringing the heat, as we like to say at Hot Take Central.
The bells are ringing, fellas.
All right, let's send it down to Eli Rose. Good? All right, 1 second. Eli, you ready? Let's go.
Matthew Rose.
Report. College game day, we leave them in the dust. Kirk Herbstreit, you're donezo. We're running this town, Kirk.
Are the boys buzzing, man?
27-0, I'd say so. You know, they started 1-2. You know, a couple of wins. One win, only one win so far. But they played a Menlo Atherton team with Jerion Dickey, #1 recruit in the country, and a McClymonds State championship team. And look at this, 27-0. We're not even trying. Ben Foff is going 50% right now. Ben Foff is actually holding the ball in his non-dominant hand. He is right-handed. He's been holding the ball in his left hand the whole game, if that doesn't say anything. Also, Coach Beachman has been calling the play calls backwards, like in reverse. So the players have been having to decipher the play calls backwards, and they're still getting the job done. So if that's anything for Bellarmine football this year, they're coming, and they're coming hard. And on that, up to you guys. Yeah. We're going back up to the studio.
What is that?
All right, so that's our final bit tonight. Okay, you get a pick, Liam or me, shirt attire. We're going Hawaiian Nights. Or you could pick Eli, Jude, or just the whole Bellarmine student section.
Not Hawaiian, okay? It's beach theme.
Okay, beach theme. I was going Hawaiian shirt. Okay, my bad.
Look at my shorts, too. Oh, they're not going to get it.
He's not. All right.
Really good.
Okay, we got Joe Fuquay with a great catch.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? We have, Ben Fav running the ball just like
everywhere.
Gorgeous.
Makaraju was a touchdown. He seems like he's everywhere. Every time he catches the ball, he's doing something with it.
I mean, you got C-Dot right now warming up on the 22.5-yard line, ready to kick some field goals.
4.5-star junior, fellas. 4.5-star junior.
He's been money. All right. Thank you for listening to the Bellarmine Hot Take Central halftime show.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast booth here at San Jose City College, folks. It is 27-0 Bellarmine leading St. Ignatius at the half. Kevin Dale alongside Matthew Suh. Before we get to the second half, I do want to update you on some scores from around the WCAL at the half. Sarah has an 8-7 lead on St. Francis, kind of the two front runners in the WCAL this year. If you will, of course, Bellarmine and SI would like to have a thing or two to say about that. At the half at Kezar, it's Sacred Heart Cathedral with a 14-7 lead over Mitty. And at the half at Valley Christian, Reardon and the Warriors are tied at 3. And for the second half play-by-play, I send it over to my partner, Matthew Suh, class of 2024. Matthew, take it away.
Bellarmine on the kickoff. I'm sorry, Bellarmine on the return. St. Ignatius will be kicking it off as Bellarmine takes the field.
Yeah, it was a perfect first half, Matthew, for Bellarmine. 4 for 4 on their drives. Besides missing the one extra point and kind of a bad snap there, got botched. They pitched a shutout. They scored on every drive. And they kind of get the back-to-back here, scoring on their last drive of the first half. St. Ignatius really didn't try to score. They just ran out the half. And now a chance to score on the first drive of the second half. And I mean, if you get up 34-0, it's going to be a long road back. It already is a long road back for SI, but if you're able to score here, the Wildcats got a lot of soul-searching to do in this one.
Very long road. Number 4, Cooper Lucy, back to kick it off. Here's the kick. Going to be just shy of the 10-yard line. It actually goes out of bounds. So Bellarmine will start at, see if there's a penalty on the play for kicking out of bounds. Referees are conferring. No official word yet.
Like they're going to do this again.
And they're going to have St. Ignatius kick the ball again. Cooper Lucy's initial kick going out of bounds.
Yeah, so they could have either had it, I believe, at the 30 or make him re-kick again. Since the kick went so short, I think Bellarmine thinks they can get better field position with a re-kick.
Yeah, that's what the officials were talking to Coach Buchman about.
And they're kicking off now from the 35. So
Cooper Lucy back to kick again from the 35-yard line. Bellarmine has 2 returners towards the end zone. And the kick is away by Lucy, going short again. This time just bouncing inside the boundaries before going out of bounds. Very short kick once again. And a penalty on St. Ignatius for kicking out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to have him kick it again?
No official word from the refs yet. Looks like they are resetting.
But yeah, Bellarmine's keeping its return team out there. All right, now kick it from the 30. They're going to make him kick it in play.
So Cooper Lucy going back to the kicking tee, and he's going to kick it off again. First one went out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Second one went out of bounds around the 30. This will be the third kick to open the third quarter.
I haven't seen this before, Matthew.
I've not seen it either. This is the first time. First timer right here.
And I understand why Bellarmine's making him kick it again. They're going to have fantastic field position.
Right. Keeps getting shorter and shorter every time. Here's the third kick from Lucy.
All right. Oh, that's a good kick.
That's a good kick. That's going to be return. Number 23, Ben Pfaff. Going to take it to, fighting for extra yards, going to take it to the 36-yard line. So decent starting field position for the Bells as they take the field on offense. SI is going to have to come up with some big stops in the second half in order to get the ball back and put up some points.
You know what would be nice here for Bellarmine? A nice long drive. Try to shorten this game. I mean, you're feeling really comfortable up 27-0. Try to get it close to mathematically impossible for SI to really threaten you.
Right. Looks like they have two running backs on the field. Ben Pfaff lined up at the line of scrimmage. Riley Perron in the backfield. Snap from threat to Perron for a gain of 5.
Parker put some zip on that throw. That was a nice little
Nice
grab
quick,
by Riley.
nice little quick short throw. Hits Perron in stride out of the backfield. Short little wheel route right there. Clock at 11:30. Here's a snap from Parker. Quick throw, Ben Pfaff. So on back-to-back plays, Parker targets back-to-back Bellarmine running backs. Number 4, Riley Perron the first time. Number 23, Ben Pfaff the second time.
That was a nice play by St. Jem. He was all over that. He was ready for it.
Smothered that one.
Well, here's a chance if you're outside to get off the field, right? You have 3rd and 8. You can kind of hold them to like 4 yards or less. You're going to get the football back and give your offense some positivity.
One running back in the backfield. Snap. Threat looking. First read's not there. Scrambling out of the pocket. Throwing deep. And just overshot Philip Miller. Wide receiver lined up on the right side of the field.
3 had him.
And that will result in a punt.
Well, that's a good job by the SI defense to get off the field, but I think Parker Threet's eyes just kind of got so big. He saw Philip get behind that secondary and probably a little too excited and put too much zip on that throw. Otherwise, if that throw's on the money, it's 33-0. We're lining up for a trip extra point.
Right. So the Bellarmine Bells will be punting. John Rainey to punt it. Boots that one. Good distance. No fair catch. And that's going to bounce off of SI. And that's going to be recovery by the Bells.
Yeah, that landed right in the lap of Bennett Anderson. And, I mean, just when you do something good at SI, you force a 3 and out. And I knew as soon as there were like a few white helmets running kind of where that ball was going to land, I'm like, this could be trouble for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Took a bad hop and an easy fumble recovery for Bennett Anderson.
Frustrating, very frustrating if you're SI right now, but it's only the beginning of the third quarter. You still got a lot of football to play. You want to try and get a quick stop here and get back on offense. Well, it looks like
Oh, never mind.
looks like St. Ignatius recovered the ball,
Yeah.
and they're going to snap it. However, the head coach for the Bells, Coach Bushman, called a timeout.
Yeah, apparently that was downed. Yeah, all
Yeah.
right.
So SI ball starting at the 27-yard line. Sorry, 30-yard line. Quick timeout for the Bells to recuperate.
Joel Beachman had a short conversation with the officials. I'm curious if he was wondering the same thing, or if I'm just a total idiot up here and just totally misread what happened.
I think he was wondering, what happened on that play, and the referees still are conferring about what happened on the previous punt. However, they did give the ball to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius coming from the sidelines here, ready to run their first play of the third quarter. It's going to be Mac McAndrews at quarterback. Going deep again. Unable to connect.
And they're targeting McGuire again. And again, they did get a receiver behind. Now, on that play, you had Mo Barnum. He had about a step on McGuire. It's just kind of threw it to the wrong shoulder that time. The distance on that pass was pretty much right on the money. but Barnum turned over the wrong shoulder.
Yeah, that's 4 times now where we've seen an opportunity for SI, and just a little underthrown by, McAndrews. So you want to have that one back. Going to snap the ball, second down, hands off to number 27.
How about Brandon Brock there? I mean, Cameron Jones had nowhere to go. He never had a chance. Brock making a big play.
So 3rd down and 13. Likely a pass play to come from St. Ignatius here. You want to get the first down, but you also want to be smart with the football. You don't want to turn it over.
I'd bring some pressure if I was Bellarmine.
I would too.
Just the way the defensive line has kind of controlled the line of scrimmage. You saw how quickly it got into the backfield last time.
Mac McAndrews snaps the ball. And he's going to dump it off to his running back, number 27, out of the backfield. Going to take a hard hit. But he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down marker. And it looks like SI is going to go for it.
You got to go for it. Down 27-0. You have to. But Cameron Jones just showed us he does not shy away from contact.
He does not.
He hit the truck stick on that one. That was impressive.
So SI going for it with 4 yards to go. 4th down. Big turning point here in the game if SI could get something going here and convert on this 4th down. Here's a snap. Running back comes out of the backfield, blocks. Dumps it off. Number 83. And that is going to be just enough for the first down to move the chains.
It's a good route by St. Jim. He knew where the sticks were. Got to exactly where he needed to be. That was a nice play.
So some substitutions being made for SI after that 4th down conversion. Number 37, Cameron Jones in the backfield, along with number 12 quarterback, Mac McAndrews. St. Jem coming back into the game after making that catch on 4th down. At the 40-yard line, here's the snap. Hand off to St. Jem, goes to the outside and loss of yards.
You know how I know Brandon Brock hit the weight room this summer? That play right there. I mean, he dragged him down with one arm. Wonder what he benches.
Massive loss on that play.
Ooh, he's swole.
So 2nd down and 16. The Wildcats losing 6 yards on that play. Not what they had imagined when they subbed St. Jem back into the game. Injury timeout, St. Jem down.
Hopefully he's okay.
Down on the field.
A good sign that he's sitting up, at the very least.
It is. The trainers are out, giving him a look. Looks like he is able to move around a little bit.
We mentioned it a little bit. Bellarmine hasn't been at full strength this year. They just get Philip Miller back. They're without John Pirro. They're without a couple of other key players as well. Will Halapua, who's gotten off to a nice start this year in the first 3 games. He's unavailable today. And so I asked Jalal about the bye week, and he's like, yeah, we went into it pretty banged up, and we're still pretty banged up. But this has been a spirited effort here for the Bells tonight.
Yeah, Halapua underwent surgery today, I believe.
I wish him a speedy recovery.
Here's McAndrews. 2nd and 16. They're going for a pass. St. Ignatius dumps it off to his running back, who's going to fight for a few extra yards, but just get back to where they originally were at the first down mark. Gain of 6 yards.
Yeah, I think Coulter's had a really nice game. He makes another tackle on that play. He just seems to be in the middle of a lot of different things today.
Big disruptor on defense. That was Cameron Jones with the catch. Number 37.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I was just going to say, I think this is kind of two-down territory for SI. I mean, unless you get sacked here and it's like 4th and 20, 4th and 15, then you probably got to punt it. But you're like looking at 4th and 5 or so, I think you got to go for it.
Totally agree. To the backfield, looks like it's a screen set up for Cameron Jones, running back, number 37. Rushes down the field, and he's going to get past all the Bellarmine defenders. The 10-5 touchdown, St. Ignatius.
That's perfect play design by SI. I mean, they had everybody coming up field.
Especially on a third down.
Yeah, and as long as they could hold him from getting sacked 2 to 3 seconds, let that develop, he's gone. And
So McAndrews was almost sacked on the play, dumps it off to Cameron Jones on the perfect running back screen, takes it all the way down to the end zone.
I mean, Cameron Jones, he hasn't exactly had it going in the run game, but he does have 4 receptions for 85 yards now.
Here's Cooper Lucy on the extra point attempt. PAT is good. And St. Ignatius is now down 27-7.
Well, Matthew, just as we talked about how it being a perfect first half for Bellarmine, it's a perfect start to the second half for St. Ignatius. You get a 3 and out, and you score a touchdown on your first drive. So, I mean, this isn't over yet. Not by any stretch of the imagination. There's plenty of work for the Bells to do here in the second half.
I think we're going to have to see St. Ignatius be a lot more aggressive coming out of the first half. And we saw it here. They went for it on 4th down. They're realizing, the clock is going down. We have little time, and we have to cut this lead. So that's what they're doing here.
I think points or not, the Bells need a sustained drive here.
Right.
You can't have another 3 and out.
Yeah, the Bells need to keep that momentum that they had from the first half and transfer it to the second half. Kicker Cooper Lucy back to kick. Now his 4th time kicking this quarter. See if he can kick one that stays in bounds this time. Here's the kick from St. Ignatius. Line drive. Picked up by number 23, Ben Pfaff. Taking it down to the 20. 30, eluding St. Ignatius defenders. And he's going to go to the 40, to the 50, and get pushed out of bounds by Cooper Lucy, St. Ignatius's kicker. So a great return from Ben Pfaff right there.
Well, a much better kick from Cooper Lucy. But how about that return from Ben Pfaff? I mean, escaped a few tacklers right around the 20, 25-yard line, then just kicked it into a second gear. Whew, man, what can't this guy do?
I mean, he was eluding tackles left and right on that return, and so amazing job by Ben right there to, get in the open field and take that down to the 50.
Like a 53-yard return or so.
Great field position once again for Bell. Ben in the backfield. Here's a snap. It's an option play. Almost threw it behind him.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous pass. But Ben catches it, gets 4 yards on the play.
Jalal Beachman might have lost a hair or two after that one. That was kind of living dangerously. Luckily for the Bells, it doesn't come back to bite them. But
so 6:10 remaining in the third quarter. Bellarmine up 27-7. Second down and 8. Apparently Ben only gained 2 yards on that pass.
Yeah, I thought he gained 3, but apparently
gained a little
it's
more,
2.
but it's 2. So we'll see what Bellarmine wants to do here on the second down. Ben Pfaff still in the backfield. Lacambraju on the outside. Looks like it's a read option. Parker hands it off to Ben Pfaff.
Big 67, Santino Franco plugged that gap. I mean, Ben did get 3 yards there, but Santino Franco making a really nice play.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Bells, where this may be 4-down territory. Here's Parker. See some Parker magic. The snap. Quick throw to Wilson. Number 11, wide receiver for the Bellarmine Bells. Going to get the first down.
Yeah, Pimentel, nice quick pitch and catch. That play was drawn up nicely, get the first down.
So Philip Miller coming out of the game, getting subbed out. Jalal calling the plays on offense. Here's Parker. Tries to get St. Ignatius to jump. Here's a snap, handoff. Ben Pfaff. And he's going to get stuffed at the line for a gain of 1.
Russo, this is the second time he's gotten quickly into the backfield for SI in this game. So making some nice plays. Again, you just want to keep them out of the end zone if you're St. Ignatius. If you give up a field goal here, or obviously you want 0 points, keep this at 3 touchdowns. If it gets to 4, now you're kind of, there's 16 minutes left in the game, kind of running out of time if you get down 4 touchdowns again.
So 2nd and 9 for Bell. Riley Perron is now checked into the game at running back. Parker's trying to get St. Ignatius to jump. Here's a snap. Play action. Threat's going to throw it deep to Lakaraju. Had Lakaraju open, but got hit as he was throwing, and the ball sails wide.
Yeah, pressure in your face is always going to kind of rush you on your decision making there. But that's the second time a Bell receiver has kind of taken the top off that secondary, and that could have been a touchdown.
So 3rd down and 9 in what may be 4-down territory.
Yeah.
Got Fuqua and Pimentel on the left side. Lakaraju on the right side. It's going to be a pass. Looking for Pimentel. Here's the pass. He does got Pimentel. Number 11 for the Bellarmine Bells wide receiver.
There's 3 again, just extending the play, and that secondary is going to break down eventually.
So the 1st down for the Bellarmine Bells. See what they want to do here. Parker threat in the huddle. Looking at the signal callers on the left side. Bellarmine signal callers giving Parker the play call. In shotgun. Ben Pfaff in the backfield. Here's a snap, handoff to Ben. Ben's going to dance his way around some St. Ignatius defenders for a gain of 1.
Yeah, nice stop there by Hartigan, hanging on to the ankles there, making sure he doesn't elude his grasp.
So Ben, who came out really hot in the first half, been slowed down a little bit by St. Ignatius. Looks like he's the focal point of their defensive game plan.
Yeah. He'd be focused on my defensive game plan too if he put 3 touchdowns on me in the first half.
Stop Ben, stop Bell.
Yep.
That's the game plan.
But this is unless you kind of throw a pick 6, turn it over, this has been a really good drive for Bellarmine, whether they score or not.
Here's Parker trying to draw them off sides again. Ben in the backfield. Parker drops back, scrambling. Little screen pass to Ben. He's going to rush it in. How are their flags flying all over the field?
3 officials threw a flag on
3
that
officials
play.
threw flags.
I wonder if a lineman got downfield.
Yeah, maybe an illegal man downfield. A holding call possibly on the Bells. Looks like the penalty is on the Bells
illegal lineman
as they back up.
Yeah, when kind of those plays are extended, you flushed out the pocket, kind of things break down, you tend to see linemen get downfield a little earlier than they need to.
So Parker in the huddle. Trying to see the play call from the sideline. Looks like they got it. Lakaraju in the slot, Pimentel on the outside. Pfaff in the backfield. Here's a snap. Play action. Looks like they're trying to hit Lakaraju on the boot. He's going to heave it deep, and that's going to be picked by St. Ignatius. Target was Philip Miller, wide receiver on the outside, coming across for Bellarmine.
And Gus Parker, who made the interceptions, down. I mean, he made a heck of a play. That's a tough throw to make, though, if you're Parker 3, right? You're rolling out to the near side, then you have to stop your momentum. You see a guy coming in your face, you know you're about to get hit, and like you're not able to really get your body into that throw. That was a tough throw. He threw it into double, triple coverage. I think that's one you look at the film, maybe just kind of throw that one out. But you know, it's a learning process. Parker's been great to this point, and now if you're St. Ignatius, you got a little more life in you. Now that was a nice long drive. It took off maybe 4 minutes or so. But SI is very much mathematically still in this one.
Well played by SI's defense there. They read the first read perfectly. So SI with the ball now. Mac McAndrews hands it off for a gain of 2 yards, 2.5 yards. SI trying to get some rhythm going, establish some momentum before the fourth quarter to get them back in this game. Cameron Jones, the running back in the backfield. Here's a snap. Handoff to Jones, who's going to get 4 yards.
That hole almost stayed open for him.
Clock keeps winding down, 1:42 left in the third quarter. And a 3rd down and 4 for St. Ignatius.
Get off the field here for Bellarmine. This is a big play. Stop this momentum, nip it in the bud.
Here's McAndrews. Oh.
It's a good start.
Looks like a false start by St. Ignatius.
A couple of guys jumped.
I saw 2 offensive linemen jump. Maybe a wide receiver in there too.
Yeah, I thought I saw St. Jem move as well.
Good to see St. Jem back on the field after getting injured that last play.
Call. Hopefully Gus Parker's okay. He's an all WCAL talent.
So the Wildcats make things a little more difficult for themselves, losing 5 yards. 3rd and 9 in a must-convert situation, probably 4 downs. 4-down territory right here. Here's McAndrews with the snap. Just going to dump it off to his running back, who's going to cut back inside for a gain of 8.
He's a yard short.
Looks like he's 1 yard short.
Yeah, you alluded to it. 4th and short, I'm going for it.
I think you got to go for it in this situation. 45 seconds left in the third quarter, down 20 points. Need to score some offense. Got to score quickly.
Oh, they're giving him the first down.
Wow.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, I thought he was short about a yard or maybe half a yard. But McAndrews in the shotgun. Number 19 in motion for St. Ignatius. Here's a snap. And play action. Overthrows it to number 80. Mo Barnum, junior wide receiver for St. Ignatius.
Blanket coverage provided there by Nate Escalado.
Great coverage provided on that play. Looks like the throw was a little high too.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was going to come down with that, but Nate made sure he wasn't.
So 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Likely the final play of the third quarter with 15 seconds remaining. And there's a false start.
Another one.
I saw the offensive lineman move, and he knew it. Number 75 for St. Ignatius.
And that's their starting tackle.
John Mills.
Yeah, sophomore, 6'5", 295. Big kid, probably still going to grow.
Wow. Sophomore on varsity at 6'5".
Kind of like Bennett Anderson.
Yep. Same physical build.
I want to say Bennett was 6'5" last year. He's 6'5" this year. Maybe he was 6'4" last year. That's a
So
sophomore.
McAndrews in the back. 2nd down and 15. 15 seconds left. Play action. And he's just going to check it down to his running back. No wide receivers open.
Flag
Number 8,
down.
Daniel Jung.
This might be coming back.
And St. Ignatius keeps finding ways to make life more difficult for them. What was 2nd and 15 now looks like it's going to be.
Maybe, I don't know. They're looking at the SI sideline. Maybe this is going to get Bellarmine. I don't know. No. Personal foul against St. Ignatius.
Maybe some frustration coming out. So 7 seconds left on the game clock for the 3rd quarter. Zach Mason comes in for St. Ignatius. Looks like they have trips on the right side.
Yep.
And this is actually Soren Hummel, their 2nd quarterback for St. Ignatius.
Yeah.
Gonna motion 3.
Do use 2 quarterbacks.
Here's a snap from Hummel. He's gonna zing it to number 19, Sean McKeon, the tight end for St. Ignatius, who's gonna gain 3 yards. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. At times it was hard, like, you know, when you're seeing the players and you see the numbers, and then you want to, then you have to like look at the player and know who it is. And it happens fast sometimes, where like it's like a fast play, you don't know how to say it.
I spend the afternoon, like a little bit of the afternoon, just memorizing names and numbers, trying to help that process. Well, it's different when we get out.
Yeah.
All right, start of the 4th quarter, and it is 3rd and 23 here. And it is still Soren Hummel at quarterback for SI, trailing 27-7. First play of the 4th, looking deep near side, looking for Mason, and that's broken up by Escalada, thrown a little high there. That brings up 4th and very, very long. I'm not sure, down 3 touchdowns, if they have much of a choice but to go for it.
Looks like there's an injury timeout.
Yeah, there is an injured Wildcat. Kevin Hale alongside Matthew Suh with you here. As we'll try to get a number for you. I can't quite tell who it is, but hopefully just a cramp. Looks like that could be the case. 11:56 to go in the 4th quarter, 27-7. The Bells scoring all 4 of their touchdowns in the first half. SI score on their first drive in the second half, 59-yard screen toss to Cameron Jones.
Yeah, not much offense showing out by Bellarmine in the second half yet. Start of the 4th quarter now, hoping to see some more rhythm. from the Bellarmine offense.
That's Gus Parker, who is limping off, thankfully under his own power. That's the second time kind of seen him slow to his feet, though, here in the second half. So, yeah, SI is going to punt. And it basically have to be a Hail Mary. So Cooper Lucy will boot it away. Philip Miller standing just inside his own 45. It's 4th and 23 from the 18.
Yeah, good decision by St Ignatius here.
That's a good kick. 42-yard punt. Miller makes the first man miss. Returns it about 5 or 6 yards. See where they spot it. Dash Crispin helping to make the tackle there. They will spot it at the 45. All right, so basically the calculus is this. You score here, game's pretty much over.
Bellarmine looking to seal the deal on this game on offense. Coming in at the 45-yard line. Once again, good field position.
Philip Miller racing off. As we get first down, low snap to 3. He's just going to have to keep it as he is bear hugged by Mo Cairns. Cairns will get the TFL. It'll be a 5-yard loss. Again, bad snap kind of set that one up. So 2nd and 15. And picking his way forward, getting that yardage back is Ben Foff for a gain of 5. So unofficially, we got Foff 15 carries, 57 yards, 5 receptions, 67 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 3rd and 10 from the 45. SI, if they want to have a comeback, they need to get off the field on this play.
And this is one of those weird territories where it's like if you come, if it comes down to a 4th and 5 as Bellarmine, do you go for it or do you punt it?
I would punt it.
With 10, yeah.
I'd pin them deep. You're up 3 touchdowns. Don't want to give them a short field.
And you got John Rainey.
Yep. 5 wide here on 3rd and 10. Foff is in motion. And we got a whistle and a delay of game, so that'll make things more difficult. 3rd accepted penalty against the Bells for 15 yards. Clock stops at 10:06.
Yeah, these are some of the silly mistakes that Bellarmine wanted to eliminate from their game plan tonight, which they have done a good job until now with a delay of game.
Here we go, 3rd and 15. Foff in motion. Same pre-snap movement, throwing deep. He's got a man, Zane St. Laurent. Oh, can't come down with it. I think it took a deflection on the way there. I want to say St. Jem got a fingertip on it, but nearly got it. Zane, the sophomore, a big target, couldn't quite haul it in.
Yeah, just a one-on-one man coverage right there, and looked like St. Laurent beat his man, but the ball was just a little late. Parker saw him just a little too late, gave time for St. Jem to make up for it and deflect the pass.
Well, Gus Parker is back out there. Here's Rainey's boot. And this is going to take a bit of a Bellarmine hop, and it'll be out at around the 26. It'll be a 34-yard punt, no return. So it is do or die time for the Wildcats. 9:52 to go. They probably have 3 drives left. They need to score touchdowns on all 3.
Let's see which quarterback comes out for St. Ignatius.
Hummel, saw him at the end of the last series. And this time it is McAndrews. Barnum out to the near side alongside Parker and St. Jem. McEwen, the tight end. McAndrews with pressure in his face provided by Reels. Tried to spin out of a tackle, but it's not happening with Jacob Tatum in the vicinity.
Great job by Bellarmine there. Secondary locked down all the targets for McAndrews. Had no one. He was scrambling to the right. Still couldn't find anyone. And ultimately got sacked.
Tatum's second sack. Well, McAndrews back to pass this time. Takes the short throw. It's Jones and hanging on for dear life. First man to him. Didn't let go. I think it was Hansen who got to him initially. Noller helped with Reels on the play. And that's a loss of loss of 4.
Yeah, we've been seeing that all night. McAndrews likes to target his running backs. Little safety blanket. Tries to get a few yards out of that, but that time it worked in Bellarmine's favor. They read that perfectly.
Well, now you're looking at 3rd and 16 with 8:40 to go. Size won the second half, but they're still down 20. And now we got Soren Hummel in at quarterback. Looking back to pass. Fires a strike far side, and McGuire's not going to let there be any yak on that play. About a 7-yard gain, as that was caught by Mo Barnum. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 9.
Interesting substitution with Hummel.
Going back to 2019, they've kind of used a 2-quarterback system. And they're going for it here. 4th down, Jones back alongside Hummel. 3-step drop, throws over the middle, and that's through the hands of his intended target and incomplete. Looking to locate Con McEwen there. And it doesn't happen. Turnover on downs, and the Bells can start to salt this one away.
Great showing out by the defense tonight. Great job by the defense. Offense came out in the first half, defense coming out in the second half. Bellarmine with great field position. Looking to just run the clock, take some points, and bring this one to a close.
3. Back out, there's the quarterback, Riley Perron, getting the work to start this series. Lacaraju and Michaels. Joey Michaels lined up on the near side as receivers. It's Lacaraju in the slot. It's the handoff to Riley Perron, and he could bust this one to the house. He takes it the distance, a 27-yard touchdown on the first play of the drive. It's Riley Perron reaching Pater.
Wow. Riley Perron has been working all off season. Training, from the start of training camp, he's been showing out as Bellarmine's number 2 running back, got that role.
He might have just earned himself a few more carries going forward.
Great blocks by the offensive line. I know Coach Burrow has been working on that with them.
Trip on for the extra point. This one pretty much in the books with 7:30 to go. The extra point is good. It is 34-7. The Wildcats going to have to score quickly and often. So a 1-play drive, 27-yard touchdown run for Riley Perron has the Bells back up by 4 scores. Their first touchdown of the second half, and the offense couldn't be stopped in the first half. At the very least, You didn't want to get shut out in the second half, so good from that standpoint, and obviously kind of pad your lead as well.
Yeah, the objective was to run the clock down, but that didn't happen as Riley Perron broke free for a touchdown right there.
Well, hey, if they're not going to tackle you, might as well go the distance. Bell's looking to win their second in a row. Get back to 500 on the season. Get ready for their fourth road game of the year. Coming up next week as they got Reardon up in San Francisco next Saturday afternoon. Here's a Rainey. High boot into the end zone. 34-7 Bells, 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Up next for SI is they're staring at a 1-3 record. The Wildcats got some work to do in front of them. They got St. Francis, and that'll be at home. Yeah, they got the lights there at JB Murphy. So first year, the ability to play Friday night games. School with a 160-year tradition now. All right, Hummel out of the gun with Jones alongside him. There'll be a handoff to Cameron Jones, and that gap is plugged up by Diaz quickly, the nose guard.
Nothing much there for Jones.
We'll give him 2.
Gets stuffed by Bellarmine's D-line.
Old Diaz. It's 10 carries for 15 yards for Jones. He does have 90 through the air on 6 receptions, so.
Yeah, that just shows how good Bellarmine's defense is.
Yeah.
1.5 yards per carry for Jones.
Take that. McEwen in motion. Sean McEwen. 3 McEwen brothers on this team. Nice rollout. Hummel finding St. Jem, breaking a tackle up near midfield, breaks another one, and finally gets dropped at about the 50. That's a 28-yard reception for St. Jem.
Yeah, Bellarmine unfortunately lost St. Jem in that coverage. Great throw by Hummel, who's remaining in the game over McAndrews.
Got 6.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Hummel back to pass, looking deep, has a man, and threw it about 2 yards in front of Barnum. Again, another opportunity for SI. They've had some success with receivers getting behind cornerbacks at Bellarmine, but their quarterbacks haven't been able to paint the target.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hummel overshot that one, and just a little too excited, trying to throw it up, get big play downfield. Just too much on that one.
So 2nd and 10 for midfield, 6:15 to go. Hummel. Man, that looked like he kind of split the difference between St. Jem and Barnum there. Not sure if that was supposed to be right on St. Jem after he came out of his break.
Yeah, I don't know if he
ran the wrong route.
Definitely some confusion on that play, but Hummel will stay in at quarterback. Seems to be their primary passer.
Yeah, perhaps they trust him a little more with the deep throws. I'm not sure. That is just a guess. McAndrews certainly comfortable throwing it deep, but they've been going to Hummel here in the second half more often than not over these last couple of drives. And here it is on 3rd down. Hummel over the middle. Nice catch by Parker. That'll move the chains as he's tackled by Perron with help from Cantlin. Being a 10, 11-yard gain, it'll be a 10-yarder.
Nice catch by Gus Parker. Just finding the hole in the defense. Gets a first down.
Second catch of the game for Parker. Hummel hit by Reels, Javon Reels. They forced a fumble too, but it popped right back to Hummel. Oh, Javon Reels. That's going to be a 13-yard loss.
Looking at 2nd and 23 now for St. Ignatius. Just lost all progress that they had gained on the previous few plays.
Nick Mann checking in. St. Jem in motion. Hummel rolling out far side. Has his man Barnum, and they'll get pretty much all of that yardage back. A 13-yard gain will set up a much more manageable 3rd and 10.
Nice catch by Mo Barnum, wide receiver for St. Ignatius.
Second grab of the game, unofficially 20 yards.
Little comeback route for him.
3rd and 10 from the Bellarmine 40 as we go inside 4:40 here in the 4th quarter. Dean Lally getting set on that defensive line. Showing pressure up the A-gap, and they're going to have a nice gain here. That's Barnum again on 3rd and 10. They convert another 3rd and 10, and Barnum's going to get 16 on that play. And 1st and 10 from the 24.
Back-to-back completions to Mo Barnum. Just wearing out the Bellarmine secondary.
3 catches, 36 yards for Barnum now. Inside of 4 minutes we go. Clock running. Out of the gun, Hummel putting together a nice drive here. Looks near side hit as he throws. Pressure in his face. That's Evan Chung who got to the quarterback.
No penalty on the play. Looks like Hummel wanted a roughing the passer call.
No chance that he's going to get one there. I mean, he released it pretty much as soon as he got hit. So
great pressure by Bellarmine's interior defense once again.
Chung, the reserve linebacker slash defensive lineman. Versatile guy. Trying to earn some more PT and made a good case there. So 2nd and 10 from the 24, 3:45 to go. Actually have this more at the 25 than the 24. Hummel back to pass and zip that through the hands of St. Jem. A little too much mustard on that throw.
Looks like the Wildcats had St. Jem running a slant right there, hard slant. Throw was a little in front of him. Could not reel it in.
3rd and 10 with 3:40 remaining. And waiting for the call in from the John Regalia sideline here.
Wildcats taking their time, choosing the perfect play.
Should say Reels is getting his arm worked out. He's sitting on the bench. Hopefully he's okay. Play action, Hummel looking over the middle. That's caught by St. Jem. He's looking for the end zone. Gets spilled inside the 5 by Scadina. Ryan Scadina on the tackle. But there's another 3rd and 10 conversion for St. Ignatius. And it's a 21-yard completion.
Nice completion to Pierce St. Jem, wide receiver, junior out of St. Ignatius High School. Had him on a deeper slant this time and was able to connect. Hummel remains in the game.
Hummel has put together some nice throws on this drive. Parker, the man in motion, they toss it back to Gus, gets a key block, and will dive for the pylon, gets in for a touchdown. So 3:01 to go in the fourth, and SI gets back within 3 scores.
Nice little end-around play by Gus Parker in motion, coming from the left side of the field to the right. And great toss by Hummel in the backfield.
So on for the extra point is Cooper Lucy. Try to make this 34-14. SI still has all 3 of its timeouts. Here's the kick, and it is up. It is good. It is 34-14. So 3 conversions on 3rd and 10 on that drive. Keeps SI with a sliver, an oh so slight sliver of hope in this game.
Yeah, Bellarmine's just going to try and run down the clock here. Got Riley Perron. They can give him a few more carries. 3 minutes and 1 second left in the game.
Probably on-sighting it here, if you're St Ignatius.
That is an option.
Be my guess. I mean, if they don't consider this to be out of reach, well, that's probably the move at this point. And they do have the hands team out there, Bellarmine. They are expecting an onside kick.
See what Cooper Lucy can do. St. Ignatius kicker.
Where he decides to do with this. Well, he's certainly acting as if he's going to send this one deep.
Ball security. It's all about ball security.
Yep. Well, let's see what Lucy decides to do here. Yeah, they onside it, and McGuire very confidently smothers it. So well executed by the Bells, and McGuire had a big interception earlier in the day. Just falls on that one. And the Bells will have it 1st and 10 for the 45, 2:59 to go.
Yeah, good bounce on that kick from Lucy, but
Yeah.
McGuire recovered that kick quickly. Made sure to get down on the ground and secure the ball, giving St. Ignatius no chance.
Parker 3. And it looks like they got Mateo Shelton in as the running back here. Senior, 5'7", $145 for the Bells. They have Musa Sakafi and a wide receiver lined out to the far side. And here is Shelton, stiff arms a man and gets spun out of play by Tuto before a nice stiff arm. And let's see, where are they going to mark him out? Shelton will get 3. Well, that did stop the clock. That is the one negative of that play. You want to keep the clock moving here. And he went out of bounds.
Yeah, ideally you'd like to have the clock keep running here.
Pitch to Shelton. Mateo, takes a big hit, and he's got the first down. Mateo Shelton's been impressive here.
Saw some explosiveness from him on the first carry. Second carry, seeing the speed.
He's going up against a decent bit of first teamers.
Looks like they got Aiden Bajorquez running back in at running back for Bellarmine, number 20.
Yep, that is Aiden. So Bajorquez will get a toe to the rock, you figure here.
Senior, 5'5", 150 pounds.
Aiden's got it. He's getting hit pretty much right at the line. Franco leading the charge for that Wildcat defense. With 2:05 to go, the clock stopped by SI. They're going to use their first timeout. So 2nd and 10.
.205 left on the clock. Bellarmine trying to run down the clock. Giving Ben Pfaff and Riley Perron a breather on the bench.
Looks like they're going to get Riley Brown in out of the timeout. He kind of rushed into the huddle. Looks like he's going to replace Mitch Brown. Get some guys, some game reps here. And try to salt this one away. And you got Sullivan Hammond out there. Got some reserve linemen, good to see. Parker Threet, pretty much the only starter out there. Oh, and a fumble, and Parker Threet is able to fall on it. Have a bad exchange there with Bojorquez. That'll be a loss of 1 and another timeout called by SI. They got one more with 1:57 to go. Got a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Does Bellarmine run it, or do they try and get the first?
I was about to ask you that. What do you do here? Make them use that last timeout, or just try to close the casket?
I think Bellarmine's going to try and run it, stay conservative, try and run down the clock. And if they don't get the first, they'll go ahead and punt it over to St Ignatius, give them one more try at some points. Long time out for Bellarmine.
Yeah.
Talking some things over with Coach.
It was St. Ignatius who called it, but it's Bellarmine who's. Joel Beachman, a few final words of encouragement.
Mateo Shelton in at running back now.
Shelton had a couple of nice runs, 2 for 11 yards.
Let's see that explosiveness get released right now.
3 receivers set. Play action over the middle. They got Fuqua. Another big play to Joe Fuqua. That'll move the chains, and that'll just about do it.
That's a great play call by Coach Jalal Bushman. RPO right there. And Parker hits Fuqua in stride.
That'll go for 17 yards, and that puts Parker Threet north of 200 on the day. Fuqua got himself a 5-reception day. As the clock ticks inside of a minute 30 here at San Jose City College. Mateo Shelton quickly into the backfield there was Archer Gemmel.
Yeah, looks like the Wildcats are selling out on defense. They're expecting the run, anticipating it.
It'll be a loss of 2 for Mateo. Brings up 2nd and 12, and I think, so SI's going to use its final timeout right here. So they got 2 more snaps in this one. Bellarmine staff is packing up the video equipment. Looks like
fans are starting to roll out.
Yeah, I see AD Kevin Saldivar, assistant AD Javon Osby, getting ready to pack up shop here. SI fans starting to head for the exit. Some of them.
Fans starting to trickle out.
Here we go. A pitch to Shelton, gets some positive yardage on this play, picks his way inside the 25.
Nice run.
Yeah, Dale Shelton's shown some explosiveness here and some elusiveness as well. He's going to get 6 on that play.
A lot of explosiveness, quick speed, cuts out of the backfield. Great option at running back for Coach Jalal.
So we got one more snap in this one. Imagine this is just a knee. It looks like they're going to line up in victory formation. Parker 3 will take the snap, takes the knee, and that'll do it. And so the Bellarmine Bells will take the W here in their WCAL opener and their first home game here at San Jose City College. The fans rise to applaud their Bellarmine Bells. It's a 34-14 win for Bellarmine over St Ignatius.
Yeah, great win by the Bells tonight. Record moves to 2-2 on the season. For the season opener at home, a great win. Brings a lot of momentum for the rest of the season after this one.
So St Ignatius drops to 1-3 again. They got St Francis next week at home. Their WCAL home opener. And, the Bells on the road at Reardon. They'll try to get above 500 for the first time this year. But really, Matthew, this one was more or less decided in the first half when Bellarmine's offense could not be stopped and their defense pitched a shutout.
Yeah, Bellarmine was on point with defense today. They're able to make the key stops, and especially on offense. They're able to do a lot of good things tonight.
Yeah, we welcome you here inside the broadcast booth. Kevin Dan alongside Matthew Suh. And let's start with the offense. Parker 3, I thought, set the tone early. There were a couple of kind of key situations early. I'm thinking about the 4-3 where he was nearly sacked, escaped pressure, completed a pass downfield to get the first down, keep that drive moving, eventually led to their first score. And hit some big targets over the middle of the field.
Yeah, you hit it on point right there. Parker was great and phenomenal all game, setting the tone in the first quarter. He was able to, escape the pocket at times on the fourth down play, and on the third down play, he was able to buy more time for the offense and get outside of the pocket, which caused the St. Ignatius defense to move around a lot more, and he was able to connect on some really nice throws in the first quarter.
Well, it wasn't the 300-yard rushing day that he had against San Leandro, but 3 first-half touchdowns for Ben Pfaff. That was all we really needed to see from him.
I mean, Pfaff could not have played it any better. He got the blocks. He was able to get a lot more receptions that he usually sees out of the backfield. Key piece for them on offense. He was fighting for every extra yard, and that's a big part of of who he is he fights for every single yard. And after contact, yards after contact, that's what he's all about. So 3 rushing touchdowns and a lot of yards. Not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised at all. Also, a big shout out to Joe Fuqua, who I thought, with John Pirro out missing this game, your starting tight end, he played well. He had 5 receptions and a couple of big receptions, including one late big third down conversion, kind of put this one on ice.
Yeah, Joe played great today, especially, coming in as the now tight end 1 on the roster. He made a lot of key plays, especially in the first half. And then in the fourth quarter, we just saw he, on the RPO by Parker Threat, got that pass to seal the game and close it out.
Defensively, who stood out to you for the Bells?
I got to say Jacob Tatum.
Yeah.
Especially, in the first half, he was pressuring the quarterback almost every play, and that's what caused, McAndrews to, scramble around in the pocket and make some bad throws, errant throws.
All right, now the next opponent, the Reardon Crusaders, up in San Francisco. That'll be next Saturday when the Bells take on Reardon. What can Bellarmine take away from this win against SI to their next San Francisco opponent?
Bellarmine played a really great game tonight, and it was very clean. There weren't a lot of silly mistakes. There weren't a lot of penalties. And so I think they got to take that, and they got to bring the energy and all the fight that they brought in the first half of today's game, bring it into the next week's game against Riordan, and play a clean game. So, stay away from the simple mistakes and go win.
Yeah, Jalal Beachman has talked about, you mentioned not making mistakes. Oh, they had averaged about 4 turnovers per game in the first 3. They only had the 1 interception tonight. A fumble that they were able to hop on to not cough it up. But that was big, and that's going to be key against Riordan. Any final thoughts for you tonight, Matthew?
I can't wait to see Bellarmine play Riordan next week. I think they're going to get a great week of practice in, and can't wait.
All right, he's Matthew Sugg, class of 2024. I'm Kevin Dan. A big thank you to our student broadcasters and student producers behind the scenes here. We got Andrew Enriquez, class of 2024, Jackson Snap, class of 2023, Noah Smith running the halftime show, doing the broadcast with some of his friends. So big thank you to all those people, and big thank you to our faculty representative, Brad Lindeman, here as well. So for all those people and more, I'm Kevin Dana, class of 05, saying good night. The Bellarmine Bells, the 34-14 win over St. Ignatius Friday night here at San Jose City College. Have a good night, everyone.